Hello and welcome back to Talking Shakers. Today with me is Bury correspondent Mark Higginson. My name is Neil Bonner and we'll be discussing transfer deadline day, where one fan's favourite left and a couple of players came in. Well, Mark, transfer deadline day yesterday, and the big story obviously was Ryan Lowe.
Yeah, it was the biggest story actually. Shame to see him go. Cracking player, great bloke on and off the pitch. I think it was a move he couldn't turn down. You can't begrudge someone, better in their career really.
At his age as well.
32 years of age. He's given Bury everything. I think he'll always go down as a bit of a legend. The iconic image of him scoring the goal at Chesterfield that got Bury promotion. Yeah. And good luck to him, and hopefully Bury have replaced him well.
Yeah, I mean the fans there, they'll be probably looking at how he goes on, don't they? Because he scored all those goals for Bury. Record breaker last year. Yeah. He went down well with the fans. One of the fans' favourites. It's gone. Certainly, there's no cloud over him, is there? With him going, he's gone with everybody's blessing. Yeah,
not at all. I mean, he gave everything while he was at Bury, and like in the dressing room, for example, when Alan Neil went, he galvanised the squad. He was one of the main key voices in that dressing room that got them over the finishing line, and he deserves nothing but respect, in my opinion.
How are they going to go on without him then?
Well, they signed Sean Harrod.
Yes. From Northampton.
That's right, yeah, and they paid a bit of money for him, which Bury haven't done for a long time. So I think there's a bit of ambition shown there. They've not let the grass go under the feet. They've not just sold the crown jewels and left it at that.
It's a tough one, isn't it, for a manager? I mean, one's gone, and straight away they've brought another one in to replace him. I mean, they've got to work hard. It's a stressful day, isn't it, for the managers? It's no wonder that so many of them say that they hate the window.
Yeah.
It must make them grey or bald, or both.
Yeah, well, I saw a few more grey hairs on Richie Barker's head on Tuesday night, I think. But I mean, it's exciting for the fans. I was on the internet this morning, and Sean Harrod, who was brought in to replace Ryan Lowe, Northampton fans apparently were pretty upset that he's gone. They like the look of him. He scored 2 against Bury last season.
Well, good. Sorry to see him go. He must be a decent player.
Exactly.
Good news.
Exactly.
And they've brought another 2 in as well. Shane Byrne and Giles Coke, both midfielders from Leicester and Sheffield Wednesday.
That's right.
And that, of course, they've lost one. Damien Mazika gone to Scunthorpe. Under maybe different circumstances to Lowe's departure, would you say?
Yeah, I think maybe Damien pushed it a bit more. I think it was his agent as much as anything, reading between the lines. It's a shame because Damien was a cracking player for Bury. He really was a good player. Midfield displays that you don't often see at Gigg Lane. He really took the game by the scruff of the neck. I think he will be missed, but if he wanted to move on, it's difficult to keep an unhappy player at the moment, really, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, if somebody, I don't know if he did want to be there or didn't, but if you don't want to be there, you're better off getting him out and getting someone else in. Team spirit is everything, obviously, at a club like Bury. To be 6th in the table before Charlton, after the first few games was and that's a lot. That's based on team spirit and the way that things have gone. That was a bad defeat, wasn't it? So obviously one of the favourites.
Every defeat is bad in a lot of ways because no one wants to get beat, but they did themselves proud. Yeah. They didn't let themselves down. They matched Charlton. Charlton just had that bit more class maybe in the second half. But Bury can take a lot of pride out of that performance. I won't read too much into Tuesday night because it was a much changed team. Yeah. Johnson's Paint Trophy. There was a bit of it was a strange atmosphere. Everyone was still reeling from the news that Ryan Lowe had gone. Yeah. But I think they'll be back to top form against Sheffield United on Saturday. Big game.
Disappointing Charlton rather than bad because with them winning at half time and having made such a good start to the season.
Exactly.
Another thing that I was a little bit disappointed with was the crowd. I looked at it, one of the favourites, a club that was in the Premier League not too long ago, a club that was second top, playing Bury, had made a great start, and there were 2,600 Bury fans. It's a bit of a bugbear of mine, coming from Bury. I've always seen this for the last 30 years. You think you're going to get a crowd, and you don't.
Yeah, the problem with Bury is it's the age-old story of there's a lot of clubs around them, City, United, Blackburn, all the Premiership clubs, Liverpool, Everton. And also it's in the middle of the holiday period. I think Tuesday night's game, the home game, was the 7th game since the start of the season, August the 6th. So there has been a lot of games. It is disappointing. I would like to see more fans down at Gigg Lane. I think the team play good enough football. You would want to pay to watch Bury.
Of course.
They're in a higher division. They're playing some big teams. There's some good players on the show. Hopefully, during the course of the season, the people will come back down to Gigg Lane. It's a tough climate. I understand that.
They've never gone. It's the 2,600 are the ones who are always there and always have been there. There's always been that kind of hardcore. It's the floaters who you can never predict when they're going to come. For one game, suddenly they're at 5,000 will turn up.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Rochdale at home in a big game, or it's a game right at the end of the season, or it's a big cup game. And then when you think, a few more may turn up, because Bury made a good start, they don't do it. Yeah. And the other thing is that away at Sheffield United, there'd be a good away following, won't there?
Listen, I think Bury's away following is one of the best in the country. And
in terms of ratio to home fans.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, you're talking about the 2,600. Well, last season, regularly, away from home, they'd take 1,200 fans.
Well, if you look at 2.6, what's that? Pardon me, maths, 45% of your fans going to like Stevenage and one or two other places.
And not many clubs do that. And
like Man United taking 30,000 away, wouldn't it, or something like that?
And they really get behind the fans. They're a real credit to the club.
Yeah.
And the players are always quick to point that out after games.
Absolutely. And then, say, Sheffield United this weekend, tough one, and then Rochdale at home, good one, local derby. So, this is the buzz about being in the higher league, isn't it?
Of course it is. I mean, we had Charlton last week, Sheffield Wednesday the week before, Sheffield United this week, Rochdale. They're coming thick and fast, and it's the reward now for getting promotion. Yeah, definitely.
And tell us about this poll that you've set up. A bit of a fun poll we're having. Ryan Lowe, fans' favourite. Obviously, a lot of strikers have been fans' favourites in the past, so we're just having a little bit of a vote, aren't we?
That's right. Well, we're having a chat on the desk, weren't we? You covered Bury in the 90s, and we were just comparing Ryan Lowe to Mark Carter, and we thought, why not see what the fans think?
Yeah.
And we put the poll up, and it's actually pretty close. Nip and took a look at it before.
How many names are on it? Who's on it?
There's 5 names. David Nugent is on there. Obviously, you got Ryan Lowe, Mark Carter.
Phil Stans? Was he on it?
I've forgotten the other one.
Yeah, I can't remember the other one either, so he's not going to get me votes, is he? But anyway, if any fans want to go on there and say who the fans' favourites are, then...
Exactly, and Mark Carter's got it by 1 vote at the moment.
1 vote?
Yeah.
And how many people have come on? Have we had a few on,
We've had over 100 so
and we've
far.
just started yesterday afternoon, so the fans have locked onto that one. So, vote, and let's see who the fans' favourite striker is in modern day. Okay, Mark, thanks very much. Have a good day at Sheffield United. Hopefully, Shakers can come back with a win.
Cheers, thanks, Neil.
Okay, well, that's that. Thank you very much for joining us on Talking Shakers. Don't forget to get the Bury Times every week and to follow Mark Higginson's unrivaled coverage of Bury FC. Thank you.